Hello, and welcome to ERPNext Shootouts with Zoho Books and Inventory. ERPNext is the world's most popular open source ERP. It is used by about 25,000 organizations across the world. Unicorns such as Zerodha and Elastic run their significant part of their business on ERPNext, yet ERPNext is in many ways the best kept secret in the world. It's not used by as many organizations. 25,000 is a small minuscule portion of the number of organizations that could potentially use ERPNext. So how well does ERPNext stack up against its peers and competitors? So the reason why ERPNext is the best kept secret in the world, is it because of something deficient, something lacking in ERPNext? Or is it just the fact that people haven't discovered ERPNext, people haven't tried ERPNext? And that is what this shootout attempts to discover. How well does ERPNext stack up against its peers and competitors? For the first shootout, we picked Zoho Books and Inventory, and this is what we found out as part of the shootout. Well, we used the following attributes to run both ERPNext and Zoho Books and Inventory against against these. It's a whole bunch of attributes. You're welcome to take a look at this in the video, a detailed look at the video. There are multiple videos around this. And what I did was, in interest of time, I'm just not going to read all of that out. I did a discovery phase. The complete discovery process is presented in this video. It was a painstaking capture of screens of each and every one of those particular attributes. The video is right over here, and you're welcome to take a look at that. It's a 5-hour long video, so you are welcome to watch it when you're stuck on a deserted island with high-speed internet. Starlink, be nice to Elon Musk. All right, so then I had an opinionated section with some screens, my opinions about each software. The first part, the discovery part, did not have any opinions, or tried to steer clear of opinions. Some of my opinions, I'm a very opinionated guy, and some of that must have come out, even in that particular segment, but it's tried to steer clear, and I've probably stopped myself every time I got onto my opinionated nature, which is almost all the time. So my opinions now, I have another opinionated section with some screens. My opinions about each piece of software is presented against those attributes, is presented with some relevant screens for information. An illustration doesn't have all the screens like the first video, so just got some screens in there. That video is again over here, and you're welcome to watch that. It still is a 150-minute video, and I know that you guys are very busy. We value your time. And no, we don't want to think that that length of the video is way beyond your attention span, because that's not a nice thing to say. But still, I'm trying to make this particular video very crisp as possible. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's right over here. We will have a lot of hacks, a lot of there are a few demos, there are the shootouts, there is going to be cheats and hacks on ERPNext from a business perspective, completely business perspective. I'm not a technologist, I'm not a developer, I don't want to be a developer. There is so much on the business side that somebody needs to do on ERPNext, and any ERP for that matter, that I'm going to have my hands full, hopefully. Now let's look at the overall module summary and overall winner. The signup module was a tie. The item plus BOM setup, ERPNext won hugely. The warehouse setup and transactions, again ERPNext won huge. The item transfer and the sales transactions, there was a slight edge to ERPNext. Reports, ERPNext won by a big, by a huge mile. And a free trial, again ERPNext won phenomenally well. Business philosophy, if you subscribe to the open source philosophy, it's very difficult to reconcile with the kind of business model that Zoho has got in terms of its various pricing plans and the amount of money that they want to get from their subscribers. Because of all of these particular reasons, the undoubted winner in this particular shootout is ERPNext. ERPNext is built for manufacturing organizations. It's built for inventory kind of organizations. It does traceability very well. It doesn't give you a constraint. It throws all of its features at you for you to use and deploy as you deem fit. You can ride any of those particular features without any problems. Zoho is a little too corporatized, if you will. It's too matlabi. It is too commercial, and it's very nickely and dimey. It's like trying to hold you to ransom and trying to extract as much money as they can possibly from whole few thousand here and 1,000 there, from hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands or lakhs or millions of organizations. So the observations, for ERPNext, make it serial number and batch number tracking easier, make outsourcing easier. The one thing about the Zoho Books and Inventory is that the transaction interface is nicer and provides context-sensitive information to users. However, I'm not sure how it's going to play out because it occupies too much real estate. And when you're making intensive transactions, I don't know how the users may find that very annoying, right? On Zoho Inventory, I'm terribly disappointed with Zoho Inventory. I expected a lot more from Zoho, and I thought that maybe the reason Zoho Inventory is so much more popular, I know what ERPNext does, is probably that they do things phenomenally well or phenomenally better than ERPNext. But I was really disappointed. ERPNext does a way better job at managing inventory, managing manufacturing than Zoho can hope to for the foreseeable future. The other observations, ERPNext does almost everything that Zoho Inventory does and offers value that is far more compelling. Zoho Inventory, the place where you could possibly end up using Zoho Inventory is that it supports multiple Shopify sites. So if you if you do D2C in multiple, in multiple jurisdictions, in multiple countries, that could work with you. And the integration with Amazon, Flipkart, Nykaa, Myntra was not in scope for this particular shootout. Maybe, just maybe, Zoho Inventory does a better job of integrating with these particular sites. Where would you recommend ERPNext for? Organizations that are into retail, trading, manufacturing, outsourcing, and services. Zoho Inventory, if you're into trading, you sell on Amazon, you just buy and sell on Amazon. Or if you're into services, Zoho could work for you. But if you're really into inventories, intense inventory and manufacturing, I don't see how Zoho can work for you. Try out ERPNext. You will be delighted at what you would see on ERPNext. Maybe the transition is not easy. It's always a little difficult, but Zoho Inventory is simply not enough. Your business is likely to get more complicated. You're likely to get into some level of manufacturing or outsourcing. None of these is supported by Zoho Inventory, currently. And I really wonder how people are still able to make Zoho Inventory work for them. People that do manufacturing and people that manage inventory. So you're a small medium business owner. Should you use ERPNext or Zoho Books and Inventory? Let me give you a slightly lighter approach to this, and let me talk about um, a comparison. Let's say you and a bunch of friends, you want to go out for lunch, and you narrowed down to your choices of two restaurants. One is serving an all-you-can-eat buffet for a particular price, and the other one is serving only a la carte, right? So when you see that and you're saying, okay, all you can eat buffet, and a la carte, you have some perspectives that come into your mind that say that the buffet is probably going to be priced way higher than what your meal would cost in the a la carte restaurant. But when you actually look at it and you look at the menu, you would be you're intrigued to find out that the buffet is actually a lot cheaper than the a la carte, a lot cheaper than the a la carte, really. So you say, okay, maybe then the a la carte food is more tasty and better quality, but you ask for a taste and they say, okay, sure, come right in. And you do a little bit of tasting, and you also find out that not only is the buffet more tastier, but it's also healthier. So now you're saying that there is this buffet that is way cheaper, it is better taste, it's better quality. There must be something that is a problem here. Maybe the buffet has got very limited choice. Maybe the a la carte restaurant has got a far more choices. But strangely, what you see is that the buffet has got way more choices, and the a la carte is rather limited in choices. So now the rationalist in you is really grasping at straws, I should say. Or maybe you're also gasping at straws. You're saying the a la carte restaurant must have a better ambience. But shockingly, the buffet restaurant has got a better ambience. You may still want to go to the a la carte restaurant because your friends are forcing you to go there, but then you're not out for lunch with a friend. You're trying to implement a digital transformation of initiative in your organization. And a digital transformation initiative, whether it succeeds completely or not, will end up making this piece of software the heart of your enterprise. Your organization would not be able to do without that piece of software once you implement it. So, what you realize that while friends are important, you need to do what's best for yourself. So, you try to prevail upon your friends to come and try the buffet restaurant. When the cost of a mistake when you're lunching is not huge, you have to eat many times a day, and after all, you seek variety. So you would still try the a la carte restaurant, while you would possibly return to the buffet restaurant every other day, or at least once a week or many times a week. But imagine the cost of your digitization project for your business is huge. Whichever software that you implement will become the heart of your enterprise, Zoho or ERPNext. It'll become the heart of your enterprise in months, if not in weeks. Choose well and choose wisely. ERPNext is the classy buffet. It's unlimited choices, extremely healthy food, and extremely tasty food. There are no restrictions. There are no problems, and it comes at a way cheaper price than the a la carte restaurant. And the a la carte restaurant is Zoho Books and Inventory. It's very insipid. It's very pricey, and it's extremely restrictive. And they want to nickel and dime you for everything that you want to eat or everything that you want to order. So when it comes to your digital transformation project, eat well, bon appetit, choose wisely, and choose well. Choose ERPNext is my recommendation to you. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon with another shootout with another piece of software.